These athletes work for something, and our kids have to work for it harder than a school that would have all these nice facilities.
So we never really have a stable place to practice at.
They have to go and through some sketchy areas to get to these home fields on their own. The only school I ever want to work at. I came here straight out of college and fell in love with this place the first day I walked in.
Is teach the kids, teach our kids how to give back to the community.
And you don't want to travel to your home field because it doesn't really feel like home.
I know as a Royals Raider, we won't give up and we'll never let you down.
So you gotta be real careful right there, okay? This right here, be real careful in going down. So just watch your step. I don't need you guys to try to go and dive it or anything like that. Just do what you can and watch your footing, because it gets bad right here. See how it goes up? Okay, so there's a dip here, there's dips here, and anybody that's playing the infield right now, just be careful where you're fielding the ball, because this ball is gonna have a life of its own. Okay, now I'll tell you this. If you learn how to field here, you can field anywhere. Okay? And if you guys haven't noticed, for the last 4 years, we've won the conference practicing here. Okay, when other teams have a field to practice on, we haven't had one. We've had the concrete. That's what we've done. All right?
Currently, we have no athletic facilities. We do have indoor facilities. We have a large gym that can host basketball games. We have a medium and small size gyms that teams can use for practices. As far as the facilities outside the school, we have a large concrete campus, they call it, and a parking lot, which could easily be utilized better by having a field back there.
Due to our current situation, we do not have a field to practice on, so we're inside and we have to argue over who gets the big gym or the small gym, because right now it's softball and soccer and still basketball is going on. So everybody all argues who gets the gym. A home game to me is more like an away game, because we're not able to have our classmates or our community come out to see us because we're actually not at the school, and a lot of students are not able to travel so far to come see our games.
We would love to have students cheer for their kids, cheer their teammates. We don't have that availability because it's hard for kids to travel. And the bad thing is kids travel through gang territories, and it becomes so dangerous for them that some of them will not just do it no matter what.
When we have to travel somewhere else to play a game, it takes more time. So we don't get out our games till about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at the latest. And we don't get home because we live so far. We don't get home until 9:30, 10 o'clock most nights, and we still have homework to do.
Before we go and practice out there, the first thing that I try to do is go out there, walk around the perimeter, looking to see if there's any glass, rocks, try to put up some cones that I carry to allow the kids to see this, something visual where they can see this is a deep hole. They can't walk through here, they can't run through here, and so it takes me about a good 30 minutes, even before I can get the kids out there to really get them ready to set up bases or anything like that. It's just more difficult in trying to do that. It really takes away from what we really want to be able to do. Go out on the field, the bases are set, let's go, let's do our stretch up, and now let's do real practice.
On concrete, playing baseball on concrete, it's different because you don't know what could happen. The ball could take a bad bounce or it could injure somebody.
Right now, I get by on saying we have all these accomplishments and we don't even have a field. I'm ready to change my mindset and say we have this great facility, and as a reward or as a tribute to that, we have been able to achieve higher accomplishments than we already have.
Even though we don't have a field, we haven't let that stop us from doing what we love to do as a result. And even though we don't have a field, we still went to conference games just playing outside on the rocky concrete in the back. And our boys baseball team, they still did their accomplishments even not having a field to play on. So if you look at those accomplishments and everything we've done without a field, who knows what we can do when we get a field.
See them fall, we break through them all.
Students love seeing their teachers at the games. The athletes love to see their teachers watching them do something other than be in the classroom. It would be great for them to be able to just walk out the back door and onto a state-of-the-art field.
You know, we have it's our school here. We like to make each and everybody that comes to this school proud of our team.
As a coach, wow, it's a dream that I want to become a reality. We would be able to do the kind of drills that most other schools do because they have their own fields to do that.
It would be very centrally located. We could host not only youth leagues, we could host city and both state playoffs at this location. They love to have meetings here at our school for CPS-wide events because we're centrally located.
I've always been an advocate for helping people have what I didn't have. So I feel like advocating for this field to be built will be great because, you know, they come after us and we need to stop the cycle somewhere.
Anytime a student's involved with athletics, everything else improves. Their attendance improves, their academic achievement improves, their test scores improve, their GPA improves, their willingness or desire to pursue a post-secondary education improves.
When you play sports like softball and dance, you have to keep your grades up because your coaches, they're not only coaches here, some of them are teachers, and they care about your grades academically because it's just as important as athletics. So being on a sport, it not only motivates you, but it motivates you to do better in school as well, so you can get a chance to play those sports in college.
Things that one of the challenges I would have to say that we've gone through, or at least that I've gone through this, is the belief that it's not something that's needed. There's an old movie that one of the phrases they use is, if you build it, they will come. I really believe that that's part of what can happen here in our schools. If we build it, they will come. We will get the more students. We will get even better support from the community because they'll see something that we're trying to build and we're trying to revive a community that sometimes needs a little help for revival.
If we have a field, I feel that it will be more, the community will be more involved in the school and there'll be more people coming into Wells and it'll just be better for Wells.
The community for CPS as well as the neighborhood. People could come here, bring their kids here on the weekends, see high-level varsity athletics in their own backyard. They could witness, these student athletes accomplishing great things, which would provide an example for their own kids. The funding for this field is crucial. I've been here long enough. I've tried every type of fundraising there is, from selling individual items myself and having my team go out and sell these things, from hosting events here to raise large amounts of money, to hosting dances that are focused around the athletic program, to asking for donations, for students to go out ask donations, basically working these part-time jobs trying to sell things to fundraise. My assistant coach and I even went as far as to apply and audition for the Amazing Race with the intention on donating 100% of our winnings to building a field in the back of the school. Unfortunately, they didn't call us back, but we've tried so many things to try to get funding for this school and for this field. I think that this is kind of our maybe our last hope for getting this thing accomplished.
There is a family atmosphere here. There just really is, with the faculty, with the staff. There is a lot of support in what we're trying to do and what we're trying to bring into the school. And we know that the more that the community sees how we're doing this and the transformations that are taking place in these kids' lives, for me, that's worth it, every little bit of it.